Yes.
Hi Joey, thanks for helping my project. Could you say a little bit about yourself?
Well, yeah, I'm just sort of average-ish guy, stuck at home, online most of the time, software developer, uh, and not that experienced, but I'm not straight out of college either, so I guess I'm somewhere in between. Yeah, so it's a little bit about who I am.
That's awesome. And I was wondering, did you know that NASA is planning to send astronauts to the moon again?
I have heard of it here and there, but I do not know much of the details.
What do you think about that?
I think it's been a long time coming, and I'm glad that they're finally picking up the reins again, so to speak.
Um, do you know when they plan to actually have people on the moon again?
I am unsure of the time frame that they have proposed.
The current target time frame is 2025. Is that earlier or later than what you would expect?
That would be about 2 to 3 years from now. That seems pretty reasonable given our capabilities. I'm sure they'd want to be ready with everything tested, since I think this would be the first time they're sending people over to be there for an extended amount of time. So I'm sure they've got lots of moon rock proofing to do and all that good stuff.
Absolutely. And when you think about the future of humanity, say like 200 years out, do you think everybody's still living on Earth, making these short trips to places? Or do you think we actually will expand beyond the Earth to include like the moon and Mars and actually have people that are living most of their lives in these places?
Yes. Okay. You've accidentally caught me in a place where I have a lot of thoughts. So I personally believe that the most effective way of expanding habitation in space will actually be through orbital habitats. I believe that people will find it in their interest to stay outside of large gravity wells and usually habitate around planets or moons, while mining asteroids and occasionally sending people to and from the surface. So I believe there will be a network of orbital habitats here and there, crisscrossing paths on their little journeys. And I think that would be pretty cool. That's my idea of how it will go down.
Yeah, no, that totally makes sense to me because, one of the downfalls of, say, going to Mars is that, it's 5 months there and you have to stay there for a long period of time and then 5 months back. Why not just build like a huge space station and have it kind of migrate around the solar system, and then you are developing the technology eventually to take us to another star system even.
Yeah, well, it'll give it a whole new meaning to the word space station. It'll really just be a huge like center of travel if it were like that. And I think that'd be cool.
It's like a human-made space island might be better.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, just the scope of it all. Yeah.
Well, that's really cool. Do you think we'll have such things in 200 years?
200, I think 200 is a fairly generous estimate, given nothing too catastrophic happens before then, I suppose.
Well, it's funny how a catastrophe and development sometimes go hand in hand. If everything seems nice, people might be happy with the way things are. But if you do have a catastrophe, maybe that motivates a whole bunch of people to look for alternatives.
Indeed. That is very much the case. But as they say, all good things in moderation. Yes.
So if you could, would you take a trip to space?
I think if the technology gets mature to the point that people are regularly taking trips at a reasonable cost, mind you, then I would not mind going. But as of right now, it seems to be a bit of a luxurious journey.
Well, I was remarking to somebody the other day that I think we would actually have that opportunity, people like you and me in like 10 to 20 years.
Wow. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine myself being very excited to make that trip at some point, especially if maybe we get some. I don't know, some mega structure projects started. That'd be cool. But one can only dream.
Well, I see this set of videos as a resource for people maybe 100, 200 years to look back on this pivotal decade that I think in terms of space kind of access and development. Is there anything that you think would be worth adding that maybe we didn't talk about?
Well, I sort of shoehorned my own little piece of the puzzle in here, so I think I've said my part. Quite excited to see the movement around space right now. It's great.
Well, Joey, thank you so much. I'll go ahead and stop the recording then.
All right.